Ansible Automation Platform 2.4 was released. Basically, Ansible Automation Platform is the enterprise edition of Ansible designed for the need of the enterprise of tomorrow. So you might be probably familiar with Ansible Tower that formerly doesn't exist anymore and is a full-fledged product and suite based on automation controller, execution environment, Ansible Mesh, and Automation Hub for managing all your content. So it's very interesting, this article that popped up just yesterday that outline all the main characteristics of Ansible Automation Platform 2.4. I'm very excited for the event-driven automation. Yes, the one that was introduced in Ansible Fest 2022, and I think that we tested out with some example, but now it's completely integrated in the new WebUI. So you don't need to run your whole book in in a terminal. Everything is managed by the main UI. As you can see, it's possible to define your whole book as well as your playbook in the new in this new Ansible controller UI. It's very nice because this document also outlines all what is present in the Ansible.ada collection that at the moment interact already with some Amazon AWS service, Azure, Kubernetes, webhook, and I'm expecting that could be extended as shown in this table by more services like IBM, Zabbix, Cisco, and some network service, ServiceNow and F5, Dynatrace. This is very interesting, and I think that will be a big move for Ansible. So what's next? Oh yes, collection repository management is present inside the private automation hub. Also, this news is interesting because it allows you to manage your GitOps repository and create a collection inside your organization. I think this is a big thing, especially moving with Ansible content collection, and it's very interesting things. There are more also validated content integration. It's very nice that we have a new collection like cloud.azure ops and some network interfaces for managing better the connection between interface health check. Is very important networking nowadays, especially in cloud providers. And what else? Also the telemetry about Telegraph Kafka stuff that might be very useful for a lot of enterprises. I know I'm saying a lot of useful, but finally I think that Red Hat listened to the customer and implemented some new feature in all the area of the AAP. The Ansible Builder is fundamentally the tool for creating the new execution environment. Is reaching out maturity with release 3.0, and it looks like very similar to the previous releases, except that we can specify some options on the package manager. You probably heard that micro DNF will probably disappear with presence of a new DNF5. I'm very excited. I was seeing some preview of a DNF5 in the latest DevConf conference, and it is blazing fast, and I'm really impressed. And basically was completely rewritten in C++. Previously was in Python. So very impressed what could be the next step of a package manager for all the Fedora and Red Hat products. But this will be probably from RHEL 10 upfront. Back on us, finally support ARM. Yes, that is very interesting because I was always struggling running AAP on my Apple Silicon, and finally support ARM, but not only ARM, because all the platform will be supported for new processor architecture. Not only ARM, it support also the IBM Power, and I think this is a good move, because previously we were a bit limited by the amount of architecture. And yes, there is also a new UI that will be more insightful, and especially for integrating the event-driven architecture. I think this is very interesting. It's a tech preview, we know, but it is a very interesting thing. We already talked extensively about Ansible Lightspeed, that really can speed up our development. By the way, I think it is moving from the closed beta to a new stage now, and hopefully we will be released soon to the world. So I think that two Ansible platform, Ansible Automation Platform 2.4 reach out some maturity, and also is really listening for the customer, and has the capability of integrating with self-healing infrastructure, with edge computing, and a lot of interesting things. So more supported architecture, Ansible Builder, validated content, and event-driven Ansible. I was taking a look, because I always like to double check everything. So in my customer portal, I can see that there is a 2.4 available for RHEL 9 and RHEL 8. So code is ready, as well with a lot of new architecture available. As you can see, the package, the Ansible Automation installer is available as usual in online and bundle format. And yeah, I think that size more or less is the same, nearly 2 gig for the bundle, and for the normal one is just a few mega. If you want to enable the new UI, I saw this wonderful video that was created directly by that. There is one option literally burned inside the setting, so this is very useful. What else? Oh, the new AAP 2.4 is based on Ansible Core 2.15. We saw a lot of releases in the recent time, and also Rulebook 1.0, as you can see, is part, the event-driven is part directly of the release. And yes, it supports RHEL 8.6 plus and RHEL 9. I think that they are really improving, and this is very interesting. Take a look on life cycle, and will be supported fully till was released, as you can see, 27th of June 2023. Will be fully supported December, then will be extended support till June, and December next year is the end of maintenance support June. So we need to take a look, remember always this release cycle dates, because we need to plan in advance probably in our organization. What else? You can take a look on full release notes in the website. There are many things that are interesting in this document, and I always recommend you to take a look, because it's very comprehensive, and it's a bit technical, but we like this technicality. What else I would like to share with you? Of course, there are product documentation for AAP 2.4. So if you're moving your first step, you're planning an upgrade, planning a release, deploying an automation hub, whatever, there are plenty of documentation, and also for the event-driven Ansible. I'm happy to see that also the documentation is improving, because sometimes most of the customers are struggling on how to get started. So let's summarize. Ansible Automation Platform 2.4, designed for enterprise, listen for enterprise. This is a good shout. Thank you so much, Red Hat. I think that this release will be a milestone in the Ansible Automation Platform timeline, because a lot of things changed in the last couple of years. We saw the introduction of an automation mesh, the introduction of the container, the Ansible execution environment. So all now seems part of a big strategy to have a great impact on enterprises, and is fully designed with a new container design. So I think this is a great product for all the enterprises that want to really automate your organization. Yes, we can still use the Ansible open source, and my content will be always related to the automation, the open source edition, but I like to take a look on the corporate and enterprise edition. So thank you very much for watching. Have a good rest of the day. Let's automate more and see us on the next adventure. Bye!